about that Neeraj talks about and everything, that how did people know, how did everything happen in such a coordinated manner? Today, in the age of the internet and social media, we find it hard to come up with such a coordinated response. So,
Can I talk
Neeraj,
about?
anything?
Yeah, actually, because I didn't talk about the 1990, January 19, 1990, as we call it the Exodus Day, but it's a genocide day. Um, what happened on those streets that night? I don't want even our enemies to even face that, to be very honest, because it's something which we shudder and shiver just the thought of. Still, I mean, at this age, I still shudder at the very thought of it. So I don't want anybody to go through that. So those mobs carrying those torches and lanterns and screaming their heads off, like "Yahan kya banega, Nizami Mustafa," but relive, galiv, salute, perish, join, or just flee, and leave your woman behind. That they would say, leave your woman behind, and we'll kill the men folk. Those. It was surreal for us, to be very honest. Initially, we didn't even know what is happening. We thought, like, me in my personal space thought, because my dad has gotten threats, so they are coming to kill us. So for me, it was like, okay, they are coming to burn our house, burn us alive. So what is the immediate response? You turn the lights off in your home. What's that going to do? Then you see that your neighbor, next door neighbors who are from the majority community, they are joining this mob too. So you don't have anywhere to even go. And suddenly your phone starts ringing. And these are the colleagues and friends from the majority community, my dad's friends, who are trying to tell him, don't worry, they're not coming to do any harm to you. They're just trying to make a statement. Now, if a person 50 miles from your home is sending you this message, that means that person already knew about it. If a person calling from 100 miles away from your home is sending you this message, telling you to hold off and don't worry, just turn your lights off, this and that, nothing is going to happen, that means they were all in it together. So that should be very clear, because we are being constantly told that it was just a few miscreants. Sometimes when they mention these words, it just boils my blood. They were not miscreants. It was the neighbor. It was my friend, whose attire changed overnight, whose look changed overnight, whose body language changed overnight. It was not just one person, two people, or just a bunch of goons. It was the whole majority community that was out there making a statement, as they said. So 19th January, actually, I had my exam in the morning. I had already taken an exam. I had another exam on 21st. And this didn't stop on 19th January. 20th January night, 21st January night, the same thing was repeated. And we didn't have a choice. My father didn't have a choice but to move me out. He didn't care about his life. He didn't care about my mother. He didn't care about his father. But he cared that my daughter, maybe, she goes to the university, she may be abducted or something. So I was sent out on 23rd of January. Now, another point I want to make here is I didn't leave forever. I had a return ticket because I was supposed to submit my dissertation in March. Everything got left behind. If I was consciously leaving, I would have carried everything with me. The only saving grace was when my parents left in April in a U-Haul meant for vegetables and fruits, that the ferry, all that stuff. They left in the back of that U-Haul. They carried a bag full of my certificates. They thought everything was in there. That was the only saving. That was the only thing that they got for me. The only thing that I got with me was a bag full of clothes that to winter wear in Delhi,
Right.
which I
So,
wore till they came to Delhi.
so I want to talk about the all of you had to flee in some